Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Life Experiences and I remain Vivy. In today's episode, I'll be giving you a first-hand experience. That's my story. Now before we get in, please don't forget to subscribe, comment, and if you find this story channel very interesting, please turn on your notification button so that when we upload a new video, you'll be notified. Now, I have a story for you. It's about my experience with it. This is called CALABAR clay in English. While in my region we call it NZU. That's the Igbos in Nigeria. We call it NZU. I had a terrible experience with this. Some people are still consuming this in very high amounts, which is very dangerous to the health. I can categorically tell you that this has no health benefits. I consumed this for 3 years. I started taking it for the first time in 2016. No, not for the first time. I've been taking it, but I didn't take it highly that I did in 2016. I took this 2016, 2017, and 2018 consecutively without spacing out. I got so addicted to this. Yes, it has a very high addictive quality, very high, that you won't know. You might start with some pinch for me to graduate to taking one bowl. This bowl is quite small. The ones I consumed was very big, bigger than this. It has different sizes. There are smaller ones than this. I consumed it for 3 years. In a day, I take up to 50 pieces of this. Yes, and I don't miss a day without taking it. Then times it by 7 days in a week, you will know how many of it I consumed within 1 month. Then you multiply it by 3 years. Someone will say, yes, it's because I took excess. It has a very high addictive nature that you won't know. Gradually, you're taking it, you're enjoying it. Some take it, some say they take it because they want to watch weight for their weight loss journey. And some pregnant women take it quite often. They say it contains calcium. Yes, calcium, but I can tell you that it does not. It does not, rather, it damages the health. During the time I was consuming, instead of my normal menstrual flow of 3 days, 4 days, I noticed that I started experiencing some kind of bleeding. Initially, I didn't call it bleeding. Yes, initially I didn't see it as bleeding. I saw it as normal flow. 4 days, 5 days. It extended to whole 1 week, and I was still on my period. You can imagine a young lady at that period, being on her flow for 7 days, complete 1 week, and at the time it increased. For 1 week I started counting 10, 12 days. So it was so terrible that I became anemic. Yes, I was frequently rushed to the hospital for blood infusion. My blood got dried up. you know it was a terrible situation for me. That's why I don't even wish my enemies to take this. I do not. This triggers fibroid. Yes, I had fibroid. And equally, sometimes I'm telling you out of my own experience. I'm not a medical doctor, but I believe that equally triggered hernia because I got operated on as well. Those are stories for another day. Definitely, I will send you. If you equally want me to share my fibroid journey story with you, my hospital experiences, you let me know in the comment section. I'll do just that. But right now, I'm talking about this. Is if you know a friend of yours, your mother, especially the women, men take this, yes, but I'm emphasizing on the women because it has adverse effects on us because of our monthly cycle. That is where some of the blood go out of our system. So if we continue taking this, it increases the rate, the flow the blood flow, it increases it, and thereby leading to bleeding. And before you know it, you become anemic. Yes, I was very, very anemic. It damages the red blood cells. It damaged my red blood cells completely. Now, while in the hospital, I was asked to be eating egg. Yes, protein. The doctor advised that I consume like 6 to 7 eggs in a day. That's another episode. I'm going to give you that story. Okay, all you just have to do is to subscribe and turn on your notification button. I'll give you all those stories. But for now, please, if you know anyone that takes this, that consumes this in very high amount, if little amount, tell them to stop. It's very, very addictive. I was so addicted to this that I couldn't stop. It took the grace of God and so many health issues before I could let go of this. Now I can sometimes I imagine when I look at it, I imagine myself, how did I make this my food? This is just sand, clay, and salt. How did I get to that extent? I didn't know. Will I call it spiritual? I wouldn't know. But all I'm telling you today is to please stop taking this. It has no health benefit. And there's another one that do not contain salt. It's of two types, I guess. That two or three types, but I know of two types. This particular one, NZU, that contains salt, and the other one that do not contain salt. That one is not of this shape. I think it has the flat surface shape. It doesn't contain salt. It is the same thing. It's the same thing, darlings. Please stop. Stop taking this. I survived all that I went through while taking this, and I believe that someone listening to me to get motivated, get encouraged, and stop taking this. This is bad. This is bad. Please stop taking this, okay? So that will be all for now. Next time on Life Experiences, I remain Vivy. Please subscribe to our channel. Send in your stories. Our social media handles is all over our channel. We have our WhatsApp, we have our Instagram, we have our email. So however you want your story to be heard, please send in your stories and encourage people out there. People are going through a lot. People are going through some health issues. People are going through emotional stress, mental stress, depression. So whatever it is that your story is, please help people out there to hear your story so that they can be encouraged in one way or another. Thank you so much, and always subscribe to our channel. I would like to hear your comments on this particular experience of mine with CALABAR clay. Tell me if you know anyone taking this, consuming this, or if you had your own personal experience with this. You let us know in the comment section. So if I'm wrong, I don't know, but this is what I experienced personally. So if CALABAR clay helped you in any way, please help us. Share your comment with us. It could be sharing your story as well with us. So however it is, let us hear your side. Next time on the same channel, Life Experiences with Vivy.